Alright, so first off, I want to give an enormous shout out to Behavior, because this teaser campaign has been, in my opinion, super top notch, if not the best teaser campaign they've ever put together. I mean, it seems like it's just gradually, getting better and better each time they set to put out, something new. This whole found footage type of thing they've been doing, to me, has just been super cool, super scary. It's just been fun to watch. Us being able to connect connect the teasers together and whatnot. It's just been a super fun time. Really proud to be here. I mean, I think this is a fun time to be playing the game. I mean, these teasers have been amazing. They've been scary. They've been fun. It's been a movie, really. These have been movie level quality teasers. So I just want to give them their flowers with that right off the bat. All right, so just wanted to make a quick video about, just the killer, what we think we know, and power speculation, just to kind of touch on what we think this power is about to be. I mean, I know we know so far, unless there's going to be a delay, we know the PTB for this killer in this chapter is this upcoming Tuesday, the 20th. So I just wanted to make a quick video about what we think this power is going to be. We'll know in a few days, but it's the weekend before, so I figured let's have a little bit of fun and speculate on what we think is coming into the game in a couple of days. So what do we know? We know that the few times we've seen this killer, we've seen it crawling. I know a couple of people pointed out in the teaser before last, it seemed like the killer was standing up and then dropped down into the crawling position. So I know, that's kind of similar to Xenomorph in a way. So I wonder if it's going to be, some type of speed, dash, lunge type of thing. Definitely want to see something new, like, maybe it's several lunges in quick succession, or, because just in keeping in theme with what we've seen, like, what have we seen? We've seen it be really aggressive and really quick and just like a brutal assault. So maybe the lunge is like several lunges and several like slashing attacks or something like that. I don't know, something that maybe this killer will like bring in a new type of maybe like it can attack several times, but it gives you like a new different type of status effect, but something that's kind of like balanced and still fun, and it still kind of gives you that that brutal type of really quick and devastating type of energy. I don't know, something like that. So I know we've kind of touched on in the past about with Xenomorph, we were wondering if the Xenomorph was going to be able to crawl on walls. That's something that I'm wondering about this killer as well. One thing that we know we can't really say is, oh, they wouldn't be able to do this because of this. Now, I definitely feel like I don't know how they would bring in a killer that can crawl on walls, but we also said we had no idea. We didn't think they were going to bring in Chucky because we didn't think that was possible. Not only was it possible, but it was done very well in my opinion. So, just making him third person. I think we can see now that really anything is possible if it's done the right way. So crawling, I just wonder, we know we're getting a new map. Now, I'm being honest, I still don't really see how that would work with other maps unless they, implemented a way where there were certain surfaces that the killer could crawl on across each map, in the way that Xenomorph has those, those little hives where where it can like, dart into get into the hive to get into that tunnel. Maybe this killer will have certain types of new environments that it can crawl on. I don't know. Maybe, just in speaking on the crawling on walls possibility, if that's possible. So the other parts of this that we've been seeing is the mimic, or, being able to, take on the persona of other survivors, or maybe people that it's come in contact with, or people that it's killed already, or maybe it's morphing into, it's making other people a part of it type of deal. I wonder if that would play into the power some type of way. I do kind of agree with a lot of the community that I don't really see how they could do that with survivor noises, because most of the survivors don't actually speak. So I don't know how that would work with survivors. I think I saw someone saying that it would more than likely be from the characters that are in the lore. If it's, mimicking, other people that it's come in contact with across the lore, then that makes sense. But I wonder what type of power would be possible with something like that, where I think a lot of us, including myself, were thinking maybe this is going to be some sort of copycat killer, or what we kind of originally thought Legion was going to be, where it's really able to kind of turn into other survivors or other killers. I don't know if we're getting that, but that definitely would be very interesting to see play out in this game. We've yet to have a killer be able to really morph into other killers or distract or disguise itself as other survivors. So I don't really think we're getting that with this one, but seeing something like that implemented into the game, I think would be a very cool idea. I do want to touch on though, on in that first teaser, how I kind of noticed that, or I think a lot of us noticed that the character mentioned that they saw two different figures. Now, of course, it could just be wording and everything, but I think that's still something to note. As we come closer to the full reveal on the 20th, they said that they saw two different figures. So I think like one was, I don't remember exactly, but one that was somewhat normal but distorted, with distorting Ashley's voice or something like that, and the other just looked wrong. Now getting a glimpse of what the killer looks like, with it having like multiple mouths, maybe multiple faces and whatnot, I guess you could say, oh, maybe she was just, the character was just mistaken and just thought they saw two different figures. But I don't know. I wonder if it's still possible that this is just one half of the killer we're getting, where I thought an interesting theory could have been the killer that we've seen the last couple of times is kind of like a twins situation, where the one that crawls is the one that's, kind of more vicious and attacking, but then there's another killer that's similar to this one that kind of surveys the area. But then again, as I think about it, if we're right in thinking that we did see the killer standing up and then it plopped down into the crawling mode, then it wouldn't really need to be two different killers, you know what I mean? So what we do know is that they made sure they showed in that teaser that it's intelligent. So I wonder how that's going to also play into the power. We saw that it was able to unzip that tent, so that's not just an animal. That's obviously that's it has intelligence. It knows what it's doing. But maybe it's something that has to do with both stances. Like let's just assume that this killer has two different stances, where it's standing up and then it's crawling. Maybe the crawling stance is where it's a brutal attacker and everything, and it's just a relentless assault. But the upright, when it's standing up mode, can be more for maybe reconnaissance. Maybe that has something to do with the mimicry and fooling survivors, and it has something to do with it plays with the audio. The fun part is that there's so many things that they could do with this power, and so in this little speculation that we're doing, obviously we'll have our answer in a couple of days. But I think there's so many things that they could do. The only thing that I think we know probably for sure is that it's really fast. But I'm definitely interested to see how they can implement the mimicry and the intelligence into this type of creature that we know is also very brutal and devastating. But let me know what you guys think. Just wanted to come on and just want to make a quick video about the power speculation, and also give Behavior their props with this amazing teaser campaign they've been doing thus far. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. What do you think we're gonna get? What type of power do you think it is? What are your theories? Let's talk about it. Until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you in the fog.